Welcome back to El Paso Giving Day Live. Live from Southwest University Park, home of the El Paso Chihuahuas. Coming up this hour, Hospice El Paso, El Paso Chamber of Commerce Foundation, Harmonious Home, Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, Project Vida, Habitat for Humanity of El Paso. Now here's the Giving Day guy, Chris Strub.
Hey Andy, thank you so much. Welcome back to El Paso Giving Day Live. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. It's 9 a.m. in El Paso. You can see over my head, $502,586 raised. Let's hit the refresh button and get a little round of applause here in the room. That's a lot of money. Oh, how about that? Pardon, $520,116 from 2,392 donors, and it is 9:02 a.m. here in El Paso. We have a very full day of awesome conversations with some really talented, special, impactful nonprofits lined up for you all day long. And most importantly, if you're watching at home, this stream is for you. We brought in all these great people to speak directly to you, hopefully to inspire you, to wake you up a little bit, and most importantly, to get on that website, elpasogivingday.org, and donate right now. No reason to wait. Let's make it happen. We want to break some records today here during the 8th annual El Paso Giving Day, live from Southwest University Park. Our host, Andrea Macias from the Paso del Norte Community Foundation, she's been doing such a wonderful job. Let's get a little round of applause for Andrea here. I'm going to throw it back over to Andrea here in just a moment, and we will let you get rolling here, Andrea, with our 9 a.m. block of awesome nonprofits. How you doing, Andrea?
I'm doing great. I've woken up. I'm a little bit different than 7 a.m. Andrea, I will admit, but I'm so excited to be here today. Thank you to Southwest University Park. You can see the nice stadium and field in the background. We're so grateful to the El Paso Chihuahuas for hosting us. Thank you to Brad Taylor, Andy Emfield, and all of the team at the El Paso Chihuahuas for all of the amazing work and fun activities that you all do for the El Paso community. If you don't know me, I just want to share my name once more in case you're tuning in for the first time this morning. I am Andrea Macias, the Development Coordinator for the Paso del Norte Community Foundation, and I have the pleasure of hosting our 8th annual El Paso Giving Day. El Paso Giving Day is a day that ignites the spirit of giving among new and younger donors in support of our region's nonprofit community. As Chris mentioned, we have a really exciting lineup of a live stream lineup today with a variety of different nonprofit organizations. We have nonprofits lined up right now in the room. I don't know if we can get a shot of that, but
hold on. Sure.
Thank you, Chris. 1 second, we'll show you all.
Chris is turning the camera around. Hang on.
Today's space, it's super remarkable.
All right, let's get ready to smile. There you are. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. There they are. Nice. Happy birthday, Monica!
Happy birthday! Thank you so much, Chris. Excuse me for making that happen. All of our nonprofits are so excited to be here this morning. Like Chris mentioned, special shout out to Monica. She's working behind the scenes. Monica Narvaez is our development assistant at the Paso del Norte Community Foundation. She's celebrating a very special birthday, so make a donation on her behalf to the nonprofit you're most passionate about.
I need a Monica cam. Get her own camera. She said no.
Yes, but happy birthday, Monica. Julia's also here behind the scenes, our content creator at the foundation, putting out all of those social media posts that you're seeing with all of those new prize announcements. And of course, a special shout out to Chris Strub, who is facilitating today's production. Thank you, Chris. With his nice cowboy hat.
I'm learning.
All right, so I said a lot, but I really want to focus our attention on our first participants for our 9 a.m. hour live stream. Today, I'm really pleased to introduce Hospice El Paso, Ms. Jody Gillette. Philanthropy Director, and of course, Annalisa Silverstein, our PR Director at Hospice El Paso. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. How are things going? How are we feeling? Share a little bit about your emotions as part of El Paso Giving Day.
We're excited. I know for a fact we have participated in at least 6. I know maybe more than that. And we're just super excited. It's a great way for us to get our name out there, our mission out there to the public, so they understand how important this service is to El Paso.
I think after 915 Day, this is my second favorite day in El Paso's Giving Day.
I love that. Thank you all so much for sharing. And so share a little bit about Hospice El Paso. What do you all do? What do you want our donors and audience to know?
Sure, of course. Thank you. Hospice El Paso has actually been in business in El Paso County for more than 40 years, so we've been around for a very long time. There are several different service lines that we're able to provide to families in El Paso. We are the only hospice that has a pediatric hospice division. Recently in May, actually, we opened El Paso's first community-based palliative care service. It's a huge need in the borderland. And we also have a huge veterans program. And I will let Annalisa speak a little bit to our butterfly program, which is our pediatric program.
So we're the only ones in El Paso that serve pediatric patients in hospice, and we actually start with a palliative approach with our specialists and our team of nurses. And I'm just going to share a couple of stories. So today I have with me Journey Joe, our little Build-A-Bear, and what we do is a wonderful program that Yvette Pettis came up with one of our mothers, is that we have a Doppler that records the child's heartbeat and laugh, and we put it inside these little Build-A-Bears so that the families always have a keepsake with their kids. And it's also really nice for the kids to hold on to when they're going through a tough time through their prognosis. And another butterfly story I want to share is actually here at the ballpark, one of our butterfly patients, Ramiro, he was able to be granted a wish from the Chihuahuas and one of our board members, and his wish was to ride in a sports car and see the Chihuahuas, and he came, and they were so generous. They were in a suite just like this one, and he ate hot dogs and had the best day of his life and listened to Michael Jackson on his ride over here to the ballpark. And, you know, he had the best day ever, and that was his last day with us. And so his family is just so supportive. So we're asking if you donate $35, we can give a bear to one of our families. And we can also grant wishes like we did for Ramiro.
Chris did say he would cry at least once during our live stream.
So we got him.
Yes.
You all got him.
Sorry.
It's tough. The stories are tough.
Absolutely, I will totally agree. I got chills when you were sharing that story about the heartbeat in each of the little bears, and you know, you all do such hard things, sensitive topics, but it's so important to have that support. And I'm sure you all are very grateful to your donors and everyone for supporting these initiatives. The El Paso Chihuahuas, what a great you know, example of the partnerships and collaboration. You can really make magic happen. So thank you all for all of the hard work you do. Is there anything else we want to know, you want to share about Hospice El Paso? We also saw several comments come in through the Facebook Live. Great. Everyone's sharing the Hospice El Paso website. Yay, Annalisa. Yay, Jody. So any other words, anything else you want to share?
I wanted to share one quick story about a veteran who we were able to help. She was homeless, and we actually have quite a few veterans who are in need of hospice care who also need help with placement. And so for this particular veteran, we were able to help get her into a secure place, a safe place where she was able to live out the rest of her days. But also for all of our veterans who come into hospice care, we do something called a pinning ceremony. And that's where we gather as many family members as possible, and we thank that veteran for their service. We thank the family for their service. We present them with a variety of items, some of which are made by our hospice volunteers. In this particular case, this veteran had not spoken to her family in a number of years, and we were able to bring the whole family together. And when we did the pinning ceremony, Andrea, she told us, no one's ever given me a flag, and that was really meaningful to her, and it's important for us to make sure that we make sure our nation's heroes are celebrated and recognized.
Absolutely, absolutely. You said it best. Thank you all so much, ladies, for the hard work that you do.
Thank you.
We're so, so grateful for your participation. 6th year, you said.
Yes.
Wow.
Maybe more.
Maybe
more. I know 6 for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Hospice El Paso. Any final remarks, plugs before we switch it over to the next group?
I'm just going to say, with every dollar that we are able to raise today, it's truly going to go straight to our patients and straight to our families. So things will come up and it's like, how can we help this family? And with the money we're getting today from you with your donation, we're able to plan that birthday party for that little 5-year-old or buy the little bear for that family. I mean, ideas come up all the time, and this extra money just really helps and goes a long way.
Thank you, Jody and Annalisa. We're so grateful for your all's participation. Please make a donation now to Hospice El Paso. A minimum of $10 can make a difference in any of these individuals' lives. So thank you all so much. Best of luck with your El Paso Giving Day campaign. I hope to see you at our after party, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. here at the El Paso Chihuahuas West Star Club. Thank you again, and we'll pause to bring on the next group.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Oh, I did it, and that was on the email.
Oh, don't walk off without it.
And you did it too.
I did it too.
Voice, the people, we advocate. So what's best to look at, Chris, right? Because I know that's delayed a bit.
Yeah, no, we're good. Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, you can look this way. That's fine. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy El Paso Giving Day. We're getting our guests in place here. Again, we've got those 60-second buffers here. Let's bring up the website here one more time and take a quick peek. 520. Let me hit that. 520. Let's see. That has changed.
Yeah. Well, that's not ours, but
$526,181 for 2,448 donations, just like you. And our job here, Andrea, is to inspire everyone watching from around El Paso and around the world to donate to wonderful groups. I know we're going to speak here, I believe, to the El Paso Chamber of Commerce Foundation. Got that right? And of course, we just wrapped up with Hospice El Paso. I want to apologize for crying on the air like that. I do my best, but this is tough. And hopefully you're feeling the same emotions that we feel here in the room sometimes, because every time I get a chance to hear from the hospice group across the country, it's that same feeling, Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's, especially when you hear about working with kids like that, it's a lot. So I'm going to mute my mic again and throw it back over to the great Andrea Macias.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, some challenging conversations, but important ones. Of course, we're thankful to Hospice El Paso for all of the incredible work that you do. I do want to switch gears now and introduce El Paso Chamber of Commerce Foundation. Ms. Lupe Mares.
Yes,
Hello.
good morning. Good morning, El Paso.
Ms. Lupe is the El Paso Chamber of Commerce Foundation Director.
Yes.
And we're actually very excited. We have a special moment with Brad Taylor.
I pulled him
My
in here.
goodness.
Unprompted.
GM for the El Paso Chihuahuas. My goodness, what a pleasure to have you in the room. We'll see him again at noon. But I'm going to throw it over to you all and answer some questions about the Chamber and all of the exciting work that you do. Do you all want to share the mission statement, program, purpose?
Well, thank you very much for having us this morning. Yes, I pulled Brad in because he's actually our chairman, and I wanted you all to hear it from him firsthand, what we do and everything that he's done this past year.
It's been an amazing 2023, and I've been honored to be the chair for this year for the Chamber. It wasn't something I was really sure what I was getting into, but now that I've had the chance to do it, I'm really glad that I did. It's been amazing to foster some great relationships, but to carry forward the mission of the El Paso Chamber, which is to advocate for and be the voice for business in our community and policies that positively affect the growth of prosperity and economic development and things that keep our region healthy and thriving, and that can provide things of quality of life like this beautiful stadium, but also the opportunity for companies to give and to help our community. And one of our core values here with Mountain Star Sports Group is to make the community better, participate. So we're honored to be able to do things like this. And also the Chamber, same mission with the foundation, is to support those 501c3s that need our help in every year.
That's right, and thank you, Brad. And a lot of people didn't know that the Chamber actually had a foundation. It was actually established back in 1983, and I'm honored to be the first executive director for the foundation. It's been exciting. I hit the ground running, and exactly that, everything that Brad said. We're here to advocate for the businesses. A lot of them, we saw what an impact they took during the pandemic. I saw it firsthand. I saw how much they needed that help, and many did not receive it. But we're here, but we can't do it alone. It takes a village to help a community, and we need your help. Because what we're doing, for example, we have the Business Retention and Expansion Program that we just received some funding for, and we're out there assessing businesses to see what their needs are, what they, where they can get some help, what resources are available for them. But with that information that we bring in, that data, we're going to build programming around that to support those businesses. It's very important that we do that. We also last night had Próximo El Paso, and we're raising funds for the Civic Action Lab, which we need younger individuals, Andrea, like yourself, others here in the room, where we need a voice. We need your voice. Prop K was huge. Prop K was huge, and we did a great job, and we're in there. So we're the people's voice. We want to help our community. It's not just about the small businesses, it is about our community. Students, university students, high school kids. We want to help them. We want to plant that seed. We want to keep them here in El Paso.
Absolutely.
So that's extremely important for us. And again, we're building those programs to help them and for them to stay here in El Paso.
Lupe said it best. We want to encourage, cultivate, and keep
That's
the great talent in our hometown at home, so that we can continue to build a wonderful community together.
Absolutely. We have a beautiful community, and it's not just El Paso, it's a border region.
Absolutely.
It's a border region. We're talking Ciudad Juarez, El Paso, and southern New Mexico. So I'm really excited, and we're here to support. I have to tell you a little story. Just the other day, we had a couple that came in that has a business in Ciudad Juarez and has a business here in El Paso. And unfortunately, they couldn't open up a bank account. They came into the chamber because they were like, what do we do? We're lost. And one of our next nonprofits that's here today, I called Paloma Medina up at Project Vida, because again, it takes a village to help a community. And he said, what took us almost 2 months and we were ready to close our business here in El Paso, took them 2 hours for them to open up a bank account for us. So that's the kind of help that we have. We get calls about everything, and we're here to support our community.
You all are doing amazing. It's so exciting and inspiring to hear both of you all speak today about the El Paso Chamber of Commerce and the foundation in specific, and all of the hard work that you all do. What do you want to say to the audience watching, donors? How can they support the foundation? It's your all's first time participating in El Paso
Yes.
Giving Day, so congratulations.
Thank you.
So
It's
very
exciting.
So share a couple of notes, comments about what you want donors to do today.
Well, it's not just about the money. We need volunteers, because it's a small staff over at the chamber.
Knowledge helps, right?
Knowledge helps. And then ambassadors, for us. And so, we're out there with those the ribbon cuttings, whatever you all need. We're here to support you all. And Brad, do you want to add anything to that?
Just the ability to create money also, and knowledge that can empower these young minds to learn things. that one day we want them to strive to be business owners and operators and not just the worker bees. Right? I think that's a healthy attitude we need to take in El Paso, is to encourage people that it doesn't have to be the same old thing as generations before them. Be the ones that create the change, make the change, and help build a better city, and then eventually learn to be philanthropic. Give back.
That's right.
That's a big thing. Learn to give back.
Absolutely.
So I think we want to foster that attitude.
Absolutely.
Grow that capacity to give back and be successful. Help to grow the community. You all said it best.
Yes.
So well done. So thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank
Any
you.
final comments before we switch over?
Giving Day, let's go. Give.
Yes, yes.
Let's go.
And if not, shop local. Shop local.
Absolutely.
Support our local businesses. And Brad, thank you for all that you
Thank
do
you,
for our
Lupe.
community.
We appreciate what you do for the foundation. So
Thank you.
We're so grateful. Brad, Lupe, thank you all so much.
Thank you, Andrea.
good
And
luck
thank
with
you
your
for
El-
what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for your El Paso Giving Day campaign.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for being here. We'll crank up the music. I gotta take my cowboy hat off. I didn't realize that was Brad here. I gotta throw the right hat on here. I'm sorry. Brad. There you go.
It's all
Yay.
good. There you go.
That's for you, all right?
Solid, solid.
We'll be back in 60 seconds, and maybe we'll bring Brad back on later today as well. Don't go anywhere. El Paso Giving Day Live.
Pause.
Welcome back to Southwest University Park. Let's take a look at the park there. Isn't that beautiful there, Andrea?
So beautiful. Look at that green grass, skyline.
I didn't wear mine.
Thank you so much, Chris, for that shot. It looks great.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it back over to you so we can keep our 9 a.m. hour going.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. Thank you to everyone watching our 9 a.m. live stream broadcast. We are so excited to be hosting the 8th annual El Paso Giving Day, an initiative of the Paso Norte Community Foundation. This year, El Paso Giving Day is presented by Mattress Firm. So thank you, Mattress Firm, for all of your tremendous support.
Woo!
And of course, to all of our other sponsors, partners, and of course, our nonprofit community and donors at large. We're so grateful for everyone's support. We have some really exciting guests up next. They're good friends, great El Paso people. Miss Janet Wechter, founder of Harmonious Home, and Mel Maese Goldberg. I'm sorry if I got that wrong.
Fine, it's good.
She is the secretary for Harmonious Home. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, and good morning, El Paso. Yeah.
How are things? How are we feeling?
Good. I'll be honest. You know, we're in the middle of a move for another 4 families at the YWCA Transitional Living Center. We actually did 6 in the 2 weeks, in the last 2 weeks. So usually we do about 2 homes a month, and now we're doing 10 in 2 weeks. So it's a little crazy, but we're going to get there. Harmonious Home was founded in 2022, and I'm an interior designer, and I really felt like people got together with friends, and family, and various community members, and we decided that everyone deserves a bed to sleep in, a table to gather around to have meals at, a place to put their things, and so we decided to found Harmonious Home. And so in the last, I guess, year and a half, we've furnished 29 homes for families. And what we do is we want to give families dignity, safety, of course, and we want to give them a place to live and be able to work, go to school, work harder, go to school, and play.
The families that we're working with are families that are coming out of homelessness or abusive situations, and then they leave these places and they finally get a second chance, but they don't have anything but the things that they're carrying with them. So this is what we do, is we provide the beds, the furniture, and the atmosphere for them to be successful, and then have a home and hopefully not return to that broken system that they came from. So it can be families, it can be young adults that never got adopted or coming out of a foster care system, and they have only what they have on them and nothing more. So this is where we come in, and we're very proud of our work. We really do feel passionate, and we really do think that our work makes a huge difference. So that's why we're here. We're asking El Paso to support us, Harmonious Home, so that we can continue to provide services to these individuals that need it.
And when she says we provide services, the apartment is empty.
Right.
We go in and we put everything from forks and knives and spoons to glassware, artwork. I mean everything. We have community partners that help us with some of these things, household furniture. I think the first 50 beds, they donated 50 mattresses, mattress sets, can you imagine? Now they're giving them to us at it's such great prices. So mattresses, talking about mattresses, I'm telling you, mattresses are important, because if you get a good night's sleep,
Right.
then you can wake up maybe and feel better to go to work. The kids go to school. And so it really does make a difference. We also have a moving company that gives us 2 moves a month. We're a group of volunteers. We're strong, but we're not that strong.
Right.
And so Appleton Moving Company, they are giving us 2 moves a month. And so you can imagine the trucks, the gas, the manpower. They sent 4 workers, which is taken away from their business. So it's a lot that we're getting done for these families. And last week, unfortunately, a family of 8 was on the street, and it wasn't really time for us to move in. And we normally don't meet our clients ever, but because the Y wanted to get them off the street as soon as possible, and they were doing a ribbon cutting for all the work we did. We did get to meet this family, and they were lovely, and they were so proud and so happy, and
Grateful.
so
Yes.
grateful to think that now they have a chance at life. Because you think we give them a house, you give them the furniture, and things are going to be okay, but they're not. If you've been abused, or you've been in a foster home for your entire 20 years, and then all of a sudden you're out on your own, what are you going to do if you have nothing? Then sometimes you get back on that street. And so what we're trying to do is change that trajectory. So we transform lives by transforming their living spaces. We say from shelter
so well.
to home
Yeah.
sweet home. That's our motto.
And if I may real quick here, Andrea, you just used the phrase, we're not that strong. And I just want to take a moment to remind you that you are that strong.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
And this day is an opportunity for the community to really come together and recognize that strength of the great work that you guys do. So I just needed to jump in there. I heard you
thank
use that phrase.
What I meant was
Thank you,
physically.
yes.
Physically, we need help, right? Right. So mainly
Right.
we've been a group of female
Women.
volunteers, and like on Tuesday, we get a lot of things donated. So we try not to just have all new things. There's new mattresses, and so
And
the
bedding
mattresses are new because we want them to have a new mattress. But anything else, whether it's a vase, a piece of artwork,
Kitchen
furniture,
table.
kitchen table. So we try to use as many gently used items as possible so that we lessen our global footprint on the environment, right? So you wouldn't believe what you can do with somebody else's
Items.
Yeah.
items, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, you all are doing amazing things. Strong, powerful women. I'm sure meeting that family, doesn't happen very often, but really reinforces that passion and commitment to what you all are doing. Providing that safe, clean, beautiful space for families that need it most. So, props, to you all.
Thank you.
Amazing things. It sounds like you all need some help. What do you want to let your donors, supporters, and community know?
Learn more about us. Please visit us online. We're on Instagram. We've got Facebook, of course. You can find us on our web address. There you can sign up to either volunteer. You can get in touch with us. Say you're getting rid of some furniture because you're refreshing your space. We would love to take those gently used items. Today is El Paso Giving Day, so please donate to our organization, and it'll go a long way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you, Janet. Thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Donate
you all.
now. A minimum donation of $10 can make a difference for our family and help to support the people that Harmonious Home is providing services and things to and for. Thank you, Harmonious Home. You all are
Thank you
beautiful
so much.
people.
We appreciate it.
Things. We'll go ahead and pause to bring on the next group.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll be able to look straight across, and of course you can have a great conversation with Andrea like we've been having all morning. You're watching El Paso Giving Day Live. My name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. I've been just overwhelmed with joy and compassion and inspiration so far this morning, and particularly this hour. I was blessed to be here back in July for our registration kickoff event, which will come up faster than you think, Andrea, for the 9th annual El Paso Giving Day, I'm sure next summer. We want to encourage you, if you're a nonprofit that's seeing kind of what we're doing here, this is El Paso Giving Day. You're getting to hear from so many of these incredible groups, and that passion that you're hearing all throughout the day is really, at least to me, what El Paso Giving Day is all about, Andrea, is these stories and these incredible people that we're hearing from all throughout the day. We've got plenty more great stories to tell, and great folks who are spending some of their El Paso Giving Day here at the ballpark with us. So I'm going to throw it back to Andrea, and let's keep things rolling.
Thank you so much, Chris, and thank you so much to all of our organizations. We're getting to meet the people behind the projects, the people with the passion, the people that make a difference. So thank you so much for everyone's hard work. We have a really great group up next from OLLI at UTEP. We have Mr. John and Helen Schmid, and then of course Miss Margie, who are going to share a little bit more about OLLI. Whoever wants to answer the first question, what is OLLI? What do we need to know?
I'll take that one.
Okay.
Okay, so Osher Lifelong Learning is, Osher Lifelong Learning, or OLLI as it's lovingly called, is a place for adults to come and take classes in art, literature, history, politics, yoga, meditation. It's just a wonderful space that we provide for adults 50 and over, like us.
Yes.
Beautiful. Well, I know that you all did share a video that we want to run. That way people can get familiar with what you all do, and then we can jump back more into some questions. But thank you for the intro.
OLLI!
1, 2, 3.
Love OLLI!
Segue. El Paso Giving Day. OLLI's participating for the first time this year. Super exciting. I loved all of the images of the people, all of the branding with El Paso Giving Day promotions. So what do you want our audience and donors to know about your organization?
Well, I think the main thing, it's a way of senior citizens who often feel left out, unproductive, and kind of not knowing what to do to stay engaged and to stay learning and making social connections and, you know, feeling important. And I think that's so important today in our lives, and particularly with senior citizens, that they have a purpose and are continuing to learn, and of all sorts of subjects. And the learning is just for fun. There are no grades, no tests.
That's the best part.
And that's the best part. And you know, I think about what does it mean to me is my wife, when she retired, it gave her a real sense of purpose and being and connection, and she's gotten very much involved in Osher Lifelong Learning Program, and would never have happened without it being available. Yeah, and it was really a vision from Diana Natalicio, probably 30 years ago, that's now morphed into this program.
The great Dr. Diana Natalicio.
Yes.
She's an amazing woman.
The legacy continues.
Her
in a
legacy
way.
continues, and what an impactful story about your experiences and redefining, refinding that purpose. Do you want to share a little bit about that story, or any other comments you want to share about the experience overall?
Well, like my husband said, when I retired, I was looking for something to keep my afternoons busy. And I received this catalog in the mail, and I said, oh, look, this is at UTEP. So I started glancing, and I saw the different kinds of classes that I could choose. And the classes are in the afternoons, and they're 5 days a week. If you want to take one class during the week, that's fine. If you want to take, like, I right now, I'm to the point where I take 2 classes every day of the week. So it keeps me out of the stores and at home from just watching TV. And the nice thing about it too is that you build there's a community. And all the people who attend OLLI, they're either semi-retired or retired, and they're from all different, their professions are from all different. Some were homemakers. We have had a lot of people who have lost their spouses, who were lost, and they heard about OLLI, and they come into OLLI and they build a new family, and they stay active, and you can see them when they first come in, they're kind of shy, and you can see as the weeks go on that they've blossomed, they've made new friends. And Marjorie's going to tell us about the clubs, because we also have clubs.
And that was actually my next question. How do people sign up? How do we know what classes are available? Where do we find information? Tell us everything.
So our website is www.utep.edu/OLLI. And you can find our catalog online, and we've got so many different things, as Helen said. Some of our clubs include pickleball now, which is really exciting.
Very popular nowadays.
Very popular right now. But we've got a food club, we have a book club, we have Italian, French, photography. We just have so many different things to choose from. Wellness, health, we have lecture series, and these are done by professionals from the university itself. And it's just incredible to partner with, like, the College of Health Sciences. So it's really great. We also have tours. John can share about the tours because he's been on them.
Oh, it's a great way to learn about the very rich history of El Paso. You know, I'm not born and raised here, but I've been here 40 years, and I've now just learning about the significance of the missions, the significance of some of the early pioneers, and the influence of them to our community now. And it's ever changing, and it's interesting to see how the past does influence our futures. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. El Paso is such a vibrant community filled with culture and history, and thank you so much for your appreciation of El Paso. Any other words or things that you all want to share about OLLI and your all's work? What do you want to let donors know to do today?
You know, I think one thing is to get senior citizens, come check us out. Check out OLLI.
Yeah, definitely. I know that
and participate.
I had known about you all before El Paso Giving Day, surprisingly enough, and you know, I've talked to my parents. They're hitting that age in their life where they're ready to retire. So I'm building that network and letting people know that you all exist.
Thank
you
you.
are
Thank you.
available.
I'm going to get you that catalog.
Yes, please. And of course, for everyone watching now, they know more about you and can, follow that journey in their next chapter of their lives.
Yes.
For sure.
And we also look for volunteers to come and help us with our mission. And as John said, our mission to mitigate isolation, create social connectivity, all those things that we do may seem not as, there's so many worthwhile organizations that you're giving to, but it truly is a special place. It's a gem that people don't know about. So to have this opportunity to share is incredible. Thank you so much to all of you. You're all doing a great job.
Yes, thank you.
El Paso Giving Day, of course, we're igniting the spirit of giving, but also just bringing awareness to all of our community's nonprofits. Everyone provides diverse services, very robust programs. You can help to support over 200 nonprofits. Give to the ones that you're most passionate about, like OLLI. A $10 minimum donation goes a long way. And you can do that by visiting elpasogivingday.org. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye for now. Hope to see you at the after party. And we're going to go ahead and pause to do bring on our next group.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Miners.
Go
Thank you guys so
Miners.
much.
Yeah, go
Thank you.
Miners.
Those down.
I don't know where to put it.
Feeling a little bit like Chico myself here. You see him there chilling here at Southwest University Park. I want to show you guys real quick ballpark cam. I don't know if you can see it, maybe if you're watching on a bigger screen than I am, but there were a couple of dogs running across the outfield there through the course of this hour, and we just love seeing it. We also, Andrea, have that signage lit up now, which we love to see that support. Do we? Oh, there they go. They're going the opposite direction now. So when this broadcast is over, I might have to go run out there and go run around with the dogs for a little bit. But I'll get permission from my boss, Andrea Macias, who is right here with our next great conversation.
Thank you so much, Chris. As you can see with that beautiful shot, thank you to El Paso Chihuahuas for all of your support. Thank you to Mattress Firm. We have a QR code out there you can scan to donate now. We have our next group, Project Vida, some really amazing ladies that are going to share a little bit more about their organization. But before we answer questions, we're going to roll some video about their org. Project Vida for sharing that wonderful video. You all are a very busy nonprofit organization. I know you all do a lot for the community. So share a little bit more about your all's mission, program, services.
Okay, yeah, so as you saw on the video, we offer plenty of services. We are an organization that wants to focus on a holistic approach to health. So that means that we don't only offer our service of clinics, we want to make sure that they have like help with economic development, with mental health, with their living situation. So today we want to focus more on a service that we provide for teenagers in our schools, and that is the school-based integrated health.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to go in a little bit about that. Basically, back in the day when we first started, because we are about like 30 years plus old, like we're a pretty old nonprofit here in El Paso, and we started off in schools with teen pregnancy prevention. So we would go in there, teach about life skills, about lots of different things, and we noticed that there was a big need for mental health with the students. I think there's like a big stigma where it's like, oh, you're young, your life is great, you don't have problems, but they do, they really do. And our teams, they saw the need. And unfortunately, it had to come to a death by suicide for us to act, because that's when we realized, this needs to stop. There needs to be something happening. And we did. We started the mental health program in schools, and what we do is pretty amazing, and it's pretty novice, like it's just a new thing. We actually go into the schools. We provide the LPC there. We provide everything there for the students. So teachers, during elective periods, the student can go. They're not missing classes. They're not going to have like delinquency. They're not going to have any problems. There's no asking time off for the parent and like, all those barriers that set up. None of that exists because we are there for them. We're there in the school. We pull them out. They go back. Boom. Yeah. So it's pretty cool that we do that, and we just want to continue doing that.
Sure, no, absolutely. I have a friend that does some of that work at Project Vida. I think maybe in a different department, but I am always so impressed with what she shares with me, all of the education and services that you provide. As part of that program focused on the mental health well-being, do those coordinators, work with teachers? What school districts are you in? What should we know? What students are you impacting and how many?
So we're impacting a lot. So we're spreading out. We're trying to get into every school, everywhere. I know for sure we're in Ysleta,
Socorro Independent.
Yep.
We're coming into San Elizario.
Mm-hmm. And we're just trying to get our foot into everywhere we can. And in terms of how the impact is basically, since we've been providing this service, we have seen an increase of 75% of the students that we help decrease in depression. We have seen a 77 spike of less anxiety. And then the most important thing of all is we have an 88% increase in academic performance. So that means, all this is benefiting them. All this is guaranteeing that they will graduate, that hopefully they will go on to college or go on to the workforce after. We're preparing them to get those skills so that later on, because life happens, things are hard sometimes. They're gonna be functioning adults to combat those issues.
Right, in that great headspace.
Yes.
Help them be successful, gain those skills. What do you want the audience, donors to know? I know we're bringing awareness overall to the services that Project Vida provides, but is there a specific message that you want to share? We have some comments coming up from earlier on in the broadcast. But any special messaging you want to shout out or plug? Any events, activities?
Donate.
Yes, please.
Please. That's why we're here. That's why you guys make this. Donate. Help us out. On our page, we do have a couple of numbers down there, which is $25. You're paying for a session. That's somebody getting therapy right there. And I know the biggest one is $1,000, but that gives a whole year. You're helping a whole year for somebody to really better themselves, to become better, to be healthy, to be happy. And that's what we're here for, we just want to make sure that our future continues just growing and blossoming. So
we want to make an impact in our community, in our teenagers, because they're the future.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your all's words. You can act, give, and change someone's life. Support Project Vida. Visit elpasogivingday.org to make that $10 minimum donation. $25 provides a session to someone that really needs it, so you can really make an impact. If you're interested in learning more about the districts that they serve or other programs, what is your all's website? Are you on Facebook?
Yes,
Instagram?
of course. Please follow us on social media. You can find us at Project Vida EP. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X now. YouTube, we have plenty of videos, and our website is pvida.net.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Fabiola. We're super grateful to have you all here. I love your sweatshirts. I'm going to give you a hug. Yes,
Come in, girl.
do
Mental
it.
health.
Let me head on over.
Go do it.
Group hug for mental health.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Can I get a hug too?
Heck yeah, you
Of
can.
course.
Get over here.
Chris is running over for a hug. Anyone else in the room?
Come here, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you so
much.
I think we're going to go ahead and pause and bring on, last but certainly not least, Habitat for Humanity in the next minute or so. Thank you so much.
You just give me a favor, man. You. All right, we're back. It is El Paso Giving Day 2023 live from Southwest University Park. Without further ado, I'm going to throw it back over to my pal Andrea. This will be your last interview of the day, Andrea.
Flown by. I cannot believe it.
I think, Andrea, again, you've been doing such a magnificent job. Thank you again for having me here to be part of El Paso Giving Day today. We will be bringing in Mika Short and Kelly Burns Franco for our the rest of our day this afternoon. But you know, Andrea, you've been magnificent to work with, and I really appreciate all of your help today. So I'll throw it back over to you. Actually, before we do that, let's take one more peek at the website here. Let me bring that up and see what our current dollar amount is. $555,761. So I'll put that up over our heads for the rest of our conversation here and throw it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for all of your hard work. We have a crazy production going on here in the Hunt Suite of the El Paso Chihuahua Southwest University Park. We're so grateful to be here. Believe it or not, it is my last interview. I took over the morning shift of our live stream.
But we saved the best for last, of course.
Yes, El Paso Giving Day. So I'm here today with Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity of El Paso, Ms. Thelma Ramos. How are you today?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So tell us, why are you here? Why are you participating in El Paso Giving Day?
Okay.
And then we'll learn a little bit more about what you all do at Habitat for Humanity.
Well, first off, I'm just super excited that it's 9 in the morning and we have $500,000. So
Yes.
good job, El Paso. Like, that's crazy to me, but thank you so much. So with Habitat, it's a common misconception that all we do is build homes. Our mission is actually, it's just what drives us is our belief that safe and affordable housing is just a basic human right. So we don't only build homes, we also provide repairs to families in need. We especially focus on elderly, disabled, and veterans in our community because many times, you know, their homes, they just become more than they can handle. And so we try to go in there and give them what we call critical home repairs, which is just make their homes safer. We provide that weatherization, bathroom repairs are our main thing. But really, every once in a while, we get funding to do huge programs that we can add ramps, repair roofs, and whatnot. Yeah, so we try to just give people a more dignified living space.
So what region do you serve? Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We serve all of El Paso County. rural, urban, you name it, everything, you know, to, what is it, Canutillo, right? That's in El Paso, and then all the way Far Horizon, Montana Vista, you name it, anything as long as it's Van Horn, you know, anything in El Paso County.
So a lot of great work that you all doing, big and small repairs, right, to bring in that dignified living space for all of these families, individuals.
Absolutely.
Great impact.
Yes.
What do those numbers look like?
So we are currently serving about 20 to 25 families per year, and then we build only one home every 18 months. So that's why we're here. We want to grow. We want to make sure that we don't turn any families away. And sometimes we have to because we run out of funding. We do get some cases that, you know, I do want to share a couple of stories. We had one case just recently, and it's what you take home at the end of the day, you know, the stories really. Dad had started remodeling his home out in like Far Horizon, and Dad got into a car accident with his son, grown adult son. So he was, you know, lost their son. He was unable to continue working on it. He ended up in a wheelchair. It was just very, very, very tragic situation. We go in there and specifically he needed access to his shower because he was now in a wheelchair. There was a tub, you know, and so Mom was trying very hard to take care of Dad by herself. So we went in there, we fixed their home, we fixed their plumbing, not their whole home, just their you know, just their restroom.
The basic needs.
Yes.
Accessibility.
And so now, you know, I talked to Mom the other day, and it was very interesting to see that. I guess what I learned on the job is that we not only provide repairs, we provide respite. We provide respite for the whole entire family because now they don't have to worry about dropping, you know, somebody that's probably twice as heavy as they are. So it's definitely a service that has a domino effect on how it positively affects everybody in the family. You know, now the daughter doesn't have to worry about Mom, and Mom doesn't have to worry about Dad. It's just insane.
Stepping in those really dark, stressful situations.
Exactly, and it is. You walk into some homes and it's just so, you know, it's so sad. But it's great that we can offer this help to people who need it the most in our community. Another case that we did have, which I wanted to mention, is our former Veterans Repair beneficiary. He's actually on the picture on the El Paso Giving Day webpage, so I want everybody to go in and look at it. But he was basically living like a homeless man, but with a house. He didn't have running water, he didn't have electricity, you know, holes in the roof. He was actually taking a 5-gallon jug every day to his neighbors, and his neighbors were so nice to let him fill it up with the hose. And so that's all he would use for showers and drinking and you name it. And so he was, you know, not in the best psychological state either, because again, all of this, just like Project Vida mentioned before, it's all intertwined. Like health is a factor when it comes to safe housing. He was not, you know, mentally he was unhealthy, physically he was unhealthy. And really, now you see him, you know, we went to visit and he offered us homemade lemonade. He had us sit on his new couch. He now has a refrigerator. He has air conditioning. I mean, the things that we take for granted, he never had. And so he is just, his eyes are more blue than ever. He's just such a vibrant guy. So, yeah.
That's really inspiring. I wonder, Chris, if we can pull up very quickly on the El Paso Giving Day website, do a quick search of Habitat for Humanity. Let's look at their org page. You said you had an image, correct?
It's on the, yes.
Let's see if we can pull that
If
up.
you scroll all the way down, I think he's the last one there.
So we have a really nice
middle. There you go. He's right in the middle, bottom row. So this was him prior to his home repairs, and he's actually, he used to use that carriage to take the water and fill it at his neighbor's house. That way he could carry it back because it was so heavy.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing those stories.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to share? It looks like you need some help.
Yes.
How can donors help? How can the community help?
So we're definitely looking to grow. I think Habitat has existed in El Paso since 1981, but we've kind of been consistent. We've, helped a couple dozen, maybe a dozen people a year. We want to grow, like I said, to where we don't have to turn anybody away. I think that's the worst part of our jobs, which we're a small staff, but we all have to say sometimes, and we don't have funding for that. And that's our least favorite thing to say. So I think if we're able to grow the organization and grow our donations, of course, we would definitely be able to help more people, grow at a consistent pace, but make it to where we can help anybody who comes and asks for it. So just $10 goes a very long way.
$10. Visit Habitat for Humanity of El Paso's page on elpasogivingday.org. Thank you so much, Ms. Thelma, for all of your time. We hope to see you at the after party. Make that donation now. Let's, meet that $100,000 more mark. We can see Chico and Mattress Firm on the screen. Let's celebrate. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Andrea.
Thank you. All right, Chris, I'll turn it over to you to sort of conclude the broadcast for this hour, and maybe you can let people know when they'll be back, or when we'll be back, I should say, to tune in.
Yeah, we will be back at 11 a.m., which, I don't know, Andrea, if you saw, we're past 10 a.m. now. So this was such a full, just emotionally, soul-fulfilling hour. And I want to say thank you to all of our guests. We just had a tremendous lineup here, especially Thelma here for sticking around. We really do appreciate that. I know it's been a long morning. You got plenty of work to do, but we're going to be back at 11. Andrea will bring in Mika to come host, and she's going to be wonderful. And then, of course, at 3 and 4 p.m., we'll bring in Kelly Burns-Franco. So don't go anywhere except for to your phone or your laptop. Open up a new browser window. Maybe you feel inspired by my 8,000 tabs there. There's always room for one more, and you can go look up Habitat for Humanity or any of the great organizations that are participating today and make your donation. Andrea, we're going to say goodbye to you for now. Maybe we'll come pull you back on to say goodbye at 4:30 this afternoon. But thank you again for everything. You've done an absolutely wonderful job today as host. So thank you.
And thank everyone for watching. Thank you, Chris. Thank you to the team. There's some people behind the scenes that you're not seeing at the moment, but we're so grateful for everyone's support. Thank you, Lori. See you all again very soon.
Ta-ta. See you at 11. Paso Giving Day live.
When you spend your hard-earned money locally, those dollars stay right here in our town. For over 25 years, Mattress Firm has believed that this keeps our community stronger. Shopping local doesn't mean you spend more. With our buying power, you can be confident you're getting the best product at the best price, guaranteed, or it's free. So let's band together, create a better night's sleep for you while making El Paso stronger. Visit us at mattressfirmep.com. Mattress Firm, your local source for a great night's sleep.